course, Michelle Hollings, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here. Wanted to come on and just show you how to make a quick floating card. This is a floating card I made with the Snowflake Wishes and Have a Hoot stamping sets and dies, and I have a special running for the month of September. If you do a $50 or more purchase using my host code, which is PUYZF99U, I will send out a kit to make 10 floating cards. So you'll get all the paper, cardstock, and everything, embellishments that you need to make 10 floating cards like this one. And it'll vary in different papers and designs, and you add your own stamps and markers and adhesive in order to make the different floating cards. I have some examples for you, what you can make when you get your kit. This is one. It says, "All I want for Christmas is you." And one that says, "Merry Christmas." This one says, "Sending Joy." And this one says, "Have a Hoot on Halloween." So you can make all different holiday themed cards with the kit that you will get as a free gift from me with a $50 plus purchase. So I want to show you how to put the card together once you get your kit. And I will do a little stamping and die cutting also, so you can see how the different products that you choose to buy, you can add into the kit and what you can make. Okay, so we're going to start stamping now, and we're going to start by using the Have a Hoot set. We're going to do these cute little owls on the branch, and then we can do our From Owl of Us sentiment. So we're going to start with Memento ink, and your kit's going to come with paper in 2 different sizes. 1 scrap for stamping your images, and 1 piece that's going to be the focal point of your card. So we'll stamp this first thing on the bigger scrap. All right. Nice stamped image. Comes out nice and crisp and perfect. Gotta love that. And we're gonna color this in. I'm gonna use Stampin' Blends, so I'm gonna start with dark crumb cake. We're just gonna do some very basic, very light coloring because these are tiny little owls. Just do some shadowing, and we could probably do all of them at once. Since we're going to be quick. They're really tiny. And I'm just using the bullet nib because these images are so small, and I'm trying to stay in the lines and be controlled. I don't think the brush nib is going to give you the effect you want on such a small area. Cute little guys, they're all colored in. All right, got our base coloring for our owls. Do a tiny little dot in pumpkin pie, and this is dark pumpkin pie. Do little feeties. I wasn't sure about this set when I first saw it in the mini catalog, but then I saw a couple of projects and I realized they're so cute. I'm not the biggest bird fan, but I think the owls, we can hang out with the owls because they're cute. All right, this is dark cinnamon cider. I'm gonna do their little stocking hats. This one is dark balmy blue. And then this one is dark purple posy. You could use Highland Heather. Either one would work. All right, that's all colored in, and I'm gonna finish off my stamping by doing my sentiment. I'm using the Stampin' Pierce mat that Stampin' Up sells. You can get it. I don't think it's in the catalog. It may be, but it just came back in stock, so you can get that for, you don't really need it with these, but I figure why not if I have it. Their cling stamps, they already have foam, but I think it still helps get you a better impression. But always use your Stampin' mat for the photopolymer stamps. All right, that is all the stamping we need to do on the outside of the card. The inside of the card, you're gonna get a piece like this that's already scored. You're gonna fold it like this, and then you're gonna stamp down here at the very bottom, and we're gonna do a sentiment from another set, Snowflake Wishes. And we're gonna do the Snowflake Wishes for a Merry Christmas stamp. Balmy blue ink again. Tap, tap, tap lightly. Make sure it's covered. Good, okay. And now this is a photopolymer stamp, so we definitely need the mat for this. I'm gonna do this right at the very bottom so it doesn't show in the open parts that the card is gonna have. And that's all the stamping and coloring. So next is die cutting. Okay, we are gonna do some die cutting. I've brought in my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and I have the plates on here, and that's gonna be 1, 2, 5, and 3. 5 is the magnetic plate. I'm gonna take my image, and from the Pika Hoot dies, I'm going to take the little one that goes with our fun little owls. You can see that I'm just lining this up, so it's gonna cut those little guys out. Put on my top plate number 3. Just roll it through. Very easy, very smooth, very quick. And we will have the big reveal. Yay! Little cute owls, woohoo! All cut out and ready to go on the card. And then we're going to do snowflake die from So Many Snowflakes. We're just going to do that right in the center of our center panel for the card. Comes right out, and that's gonna be our center panel. You're gonna be able to see this cool snowflake design in the balmy blue glimmer paper behind it. But we're gonna go a step further and just layer the cutout snowflake on top and put a gem there. And that's gonna be the center portion of the card. I told you it was quick and easy. Okay, we are ready to assemble our card. We have our main piece for our card, and I will get you the measurements for our floating card. That's going to be thick whisper white cardstock in 5.5 by 6 1/4, scored at 4 1/4. We're going to have a 1 by 5.5 inch thick whisper white panel. That's going to go here. And we're gonna have designer series paper in 1 3/4 by 5 1/4, and 3/4 by 5 1/4. And that is from the Snowflake Splendor designer series paper pack. And then we need a piece of colored cardstock in 2.5 by 3.5. I chose the balmy blue glimmer paper. And then again, our center panel is 2 1/4 by 3 1/4. And then we had the extra scrap for die cutting and coloring. All right, so we're ready to assemble. And I'm going to use some Stampin' Seal. The first thing I'm going to do is put it on here like so. Just advance this, make sure it catches. Oh wait, which side do we want? Big snowflakes or little? I want little snowflakes. I'm going to tilt this up at the end. Make sure it disengages. Gotta just kind of break the end of the tape off so you don't have any skipping or funny business. Nobody likes funny business with their adhesive. All right. Easy as. And then you're going to put the smaller one on this panel. Advance that. Point it up. Point it up. It's very sticky. You do have a little playtime with it though, so if you do this crooked, you can take it off. But it's pretty good. All right, so like I said, we stamped our sentiment back here so it wouldn't show when the card is closed like this. I'm gonna put those to the side and work on this portion. For this, I want to put some ribbon. So I already made a double bow here. This is the Snowflake Splendor ribbon. And I want to put some right down here. Not too low, not too high. So I'm going to use Seal Plus for that. Seal Plus is my favorite of all the glues. It's very easy, very forgiving. If you go over the edge, you can just kind of fold it back. A little tiny in the front. Wouldn't do this with any normal glue, but see, I have a little tiny bit of playtime. Just fold this over. I'm going to do some card surgery right there. Don't mind me knocking stuff down. All right. Just didn't want the end of the ribbon to show back here. Now I'm going to grab a glue dot. It's not any glue dot, it's a mini glue dot. To adhere my fun ribbon. Make sure I have the right side in the front. Okay. I'm gonna use a couple. Just to make sure it doesn't come off if we mail this. Be greedy and use 3. Why not? We have a whole roll. All right, so I'm just gonna stick my ribbon on there. And then I'm going to use the foam adhesive strips to put my little line of fun little owl guys on. Remove the backing. Add him. I might use 2. I think we need another one. All right. Cut that. Throw him on there. I'm gonna wait a second to put that on. I want to adhere this down. More Seal Plus because we're using the glimmer paper, which, you know, it's hard to get things to stick to glitter or glimmer paper. I'm going to use the Seal Plus for that to make sure it holds. Okay, try to get this centered nice. should work. Now we can put on our fun little owl guys. Hey guys. Over the ribbon, under the ribbon, I don't know. Around the ribbon. Okay. There we go. That's going to be the focal point for our card. I got some schmutz on the card somehow. My gluey fingers. Little pickup eraser, get that right off there. All right. I am going to get the glue off my desk. There's glue on my desk. Ah, you don't like that? No. All right. Let's see. What do we want to use to glue this down? I'm going to use green glue, Tombow Mono liquid glue, green glue. Try not to get it everywhere, because that would be bad. Try not to be too messy. Just doing little dots so it doesn't glom out everywhere. Like on every card I make. I'm very messy with the glue handling. Use some tweezers to pick this up so I don't get all gluey. I'm just gonna try to angle this a little bit. Hey, go in there. Okay, stick it down. Use my favorite take your pick tool for this fun spatula end to get my little gems off the backing. These are the blue adhesive back gems. Put one in the center. Oh, so pretty. That went down there. I don't know if we'll ever find it. Don't know. All right, now we're ready to make it a floating card by adhering the center panel to the top and the bottom. I'm going to use Seal Plus for this again. We're running out of Seal Plus over here. We're going through it. I'm going to only do one line at the bottom, just because I don't want any glue to go where I don't want it. And I'll use 2 at the top. Maybe 3. Okay. This is going absolutely nowhere once it's set. Now, this is the tricky part. You want to make sure you line this up very carefully straight. I'm going to try to use this line on my desk as a key to make it straight. All right, that's where I want him. Close this down. This roughly in the center, and then press. Oh, I moved him. Move him back. All right, there. That's where I want him. Press this down. And it's a floating card. Yay! Just the little victories in life that are worth celebrating. More gems, because we like bling. Sticking to me instead of the spatula. Do 3 on each side. Do another 3 on this side. All thumbs today. I don't know what that's about. It happens. Okay, so we have our cute floating card with our owls from Owl of Us. Snowflake wishes for a Merry Christmas. Let's see how we did. It's roughly the same. Paper is a little bit of a different variation. Same paper, but a different part of the paper. This one has more purple in it. But it's the same card. And they float. So cute. So that's what you can make with the free gift of the card kit for floating cards if you make a $50 plus purchase on my Stampin' Up website. I hope you like these cards and the other ones that I showed. Happy stamping!